Okay, so it's a Monday morning and I'm just biking back to the studio to start my day to do the final mixes on the new album that's coming out by the end of the month, hopefully. Got a little bit of work to do, so I might shoot a few videos when I'm starting the process with a few of them, maybe to demonstrate kind of some of the stuff that we do as we wrap up an album, get it ready to release. Still a bit of work to do, so we're heading there now. It's gonna like a nice cappuccino morning, so now we're gonna get back in the mix. Okay, so now that we've arrived to the studio, we're gonna get in there and get to work. I kind of set some mixes up over the last couple of weeks so that everything would be easy, so let's go. So yeah, there's 15 tracks on this album, I believe. 14, I don't know. It's just under an hour, and I guess we're gonna jump into a couple. I'll start with probably the single that I put out already. Okay, so this one is Thoughts and Prayers. I released this back in late March, early April, right when the pandemic kind of started becoming more apparent to everyone at that time. It was a few months ago. I don't know where to start. I mean, the album mix is going to be different from the single mix, and we're kind of doing the album mix now. So I guess I'll start with the kick and the snare here. Okay, so I'm treating a little bit of the snare now. Let's do this here. I'm just going to bypass what I just did. There we go. It's a little more bite. Now we're gonna go to the kick drum. Okay, we're good. I'm gonna go to I tweak the bass a little bit. And the vocals. So let's just go to the final mix. Let's hear what that sounds like. So here's the mix. Now I'm gonna de-ess it a little bit. I mean, I don't really have to do this until mastering, but sometimes I like to get a sense of where we're at. There we go. I'm just trying to crush some of these hard sibilants. There we go. Okay, so the way it used to sound, the single mix, watch the video. But yeah, here's the video anyways. I'll show you the video because this is a finished product. I put this out back in March. So here's a final mix. I stopped checking your stories. It's much more complete. So it's not done yet. I mean, I gotta master it. But there's a general sense of just doing some extra tweaks. And what I basically did have auxiliary tracks here for a few instruments, like vocals, snare, and kick drum kind of thing. So what I've done is I've just added a little bit more. Okay, so back to the mixing screen. This is a color version now, so I've got the tracks color coded for the mix, for the final mix. So all the rhythm, all the drums are the dark blue ones, and the bass is red. Bass frequencies, I got keyboards and stuff is a pinkish purple, vocals are green kind of thing. So let's listen to this here. Let's see what's going on. Okay. So let's check our peak. It's our master track right there. So we're gonna peak it. We're gonna look at the peak. Okay, so on the meters here, on the master, as you can see, it's not peaking really, but it's just riding the zero. I kind of have it where I want it, so I'm going to leave it here for now. I'm going to come back to work on it later. So I'm bouncing this one out right now, which means that basically this is a mix that I'm bouncing out, so we could just have it as a reference. And I'm going to take a look at the wave, listen to the wave, and I'm going to put it in my mastering lab. And I'm going to take a look at it and see, we're going to listen to it and, just investigate it and see where mix, we can come back and maybe just take care of some subtle details, but it requires a bit of listening. That's another thing altogether. I'll do that tomorrow. Who knows, maybe I'll do it today. I just gotta smoke a joint right now. Okay, so here's the final wave. It's highly compressed. I did that on purpose because I wanted to take a look at it and see where I could improve it. I'm gonna show you another one quickly. Like sometimes I need to do like overdubs while I'm doing a final mix, like add like a kick replacement for a certain part, or a snare replacement, or for vocal splash, or you know, like sometimes a sound I have to add, but everything's all set up. I have the drums behind me, and we're ready to go. This one I haven't touched for a while. Some guitar placements done by a very good friend of mine, Dom Curo, and today I'm going to be mixing those in. But first, what we're going to do is we're going to just take a listen to the beginning of the song. I won't show too much of this song because it hasn't been released yet, but it's an idea of some of the stuff that's on this album. So let's just take a listen to the very beginning here, see what's going on. Let's listen to that. I'm going to turn it a bit louder. The snare is in this mix is not entirely to my liking. I'm shaping it still, but I do want it to sound a bit lo-fi. It's supposed to have like this. So here it is now. Here's listen to the mix without the vocals, with the snare inside, because I'm trying to get like a slightly lo-fi sound. I'll explain it more later. Let's. General tone of the songs, the tracks on this particular album is a lot different from the single that I put out this summer, Heroes Don't, which is a crafted song in a different sense. This is a different style of album altogether, and it's quite different, so the mixing is a different animal, so I gotta do this song. Okay, I lied. I decided to basically finish the mix. So there's the first one I did earlier, if you remember, highly compressed, and then the second one was a lot louder. I wanted to shape it more. And the third one we got to the almost the right level. There's no clips. It's very stable. I'm gonna get it down just a bit more, but it's more of the correct personality. What we're gonna do is we're gonna give it a little listen. And I'm going to just gradually bring the side chain in again from the previous mastering. I haven't quite gotten around to the new mastering yet. So you see we've added stuff from the side chain there, such as compression, extra. See, I'm not going to reveal too much because I got a lot of work to do. I really need to smoke a joint. And that was just an overview of some of the stuff I got to do. I mean, I'll do more videos as time goes on. It's just like for me to focus on what I got to do. So anyways, with that song there, the snares are very lo-fi, yet popping, crunchy sound, and reminiscent of some of the cooler bands that I've listened to in my life. This particular album has a certain feel to it. It was influenced, the inspiration behind it is, I'll explain in another video. But for now, I gotta get to work on this stuff. I'll just give you a little overview on some of the stuff I gotta do. So peace out, enjoy your day.